Okay, I meant to show what it is to get the juice out of the juice bag. There we go, you see that? Okay, so I just squeeze the bag and the juice is collected. There's very little matter that's left after that's been squeezed out. Let's see. See, it's just a tiny little bag of vegetable matter, fruit matter, the pulp. And I usually, because we have the balcony right over on that side there, I usually take this out with me and I clean it with the hose underneath one of the loquat trees. And extra waste like this, that's from the juicing. I don't know if you can see that. The pulp, okay? That I put into the compost bin. That goes out into the compost pile. Then I've got the juice here from what I made. I need to clean off the vessel that I use for I really like this stainless steel vessel. It works easy to clean. And I can if I fill this up, that'll make me a nice gallon of juice. If I fill it up with produce, I know that I'm getting most likely about a gallon of juice. It's like anything else. When you do things over and over again, you find ways to improve, and you get an idea of what you're dealing with for quantities and all that. Okay, so here I've got a glass jar, and then you can put the juice in here. There you go. As far as the disassembly of the juicer, it's as simple as this, okay? Here is the juicer, okay? There's a little button right here. I press on that button, this whole chamber rotates and pops out, everything all in one, okay? What I do here is I rinse the juicer just to get anything sticky off the juicer like that. Then I just wipe the counter. Push the juicer back. I get the handy brush. Sort of like it's got sort of like what a toothbrush would be, with heavy bristles on this side, and on this side it has a little, this thing you can rotate it. So if you need to get in there with a little poker, if you want to use a little brush to get in, like let's say you even want to clean in there in little parts, you can get in with that. That will work. But I use this to clean the filter on here. So this is very simple. I just go like this. Okay. So you just rinse. This comes right off like so. That pops out. It's just a matter of rinsing this. Then you've got the auger and the filter, they separate. There's a little bit of vegetable matter in there. I keep the screen underneath in the sink, so all the vegetable pulp falls into the screen, because otherwise what happens is that could end up going potentially down the sink. And we live on a homestead. We don't have a garburator, you know, a food masticator in the drain, and we don't have huge pipe systems like they have in the city. This is a homestead, and if stuff goes down the drain, it's going to clog it up, and then we're going to have to figure out how to empty the pipes ourselves. We'll pay a fortune to hire somebody to show up and do that. So I've learned to be very careful about how I go about things with the waste and the pulp. I keep these little baskets. I mean, maybe these little screen baskets, because this is an extremely fine mesh. Like I said, I paid $8.99 for them on Amazon.com. Now, they may be more expensive now, maybe a few dollars more, you know, and, you know, prices are going up because, you know, efforts are being made to stop the slave systems, and a lot of the reason why prices have been driven down and through the you know, the false markets that were put in place in order to make billionaires and enslave people. Push, you know, money prices up and down in different countries and manipulate that for purchasing, for the convenience of some people and the suffering of other people. So needless to say, if you can get hold of a nice screen, do so. Okay. Oh, that's not the compost bucket. It's down here. Okay. So there we go. That's it. That's the juice. It's a beautiful kind of green color, but that's all the goodness that's in there. Okay. I hope you liked something in this video. If you're interested in the Sana Supreme Juicer, it might help you to have seen the cleanup, to see how easy that is. Okay, thanks. Bye.